In our previous classes, we have gone through many layer 3 concepts. Now we are entering into layer 2 called switching. Switching is communication within a local area network. Communication between the devices that are in single broadcast domain. Switching is communication between the devices that are on same network. Hope you understood what I say. Switching is communication between the devices which are in same subnet, which are in same broadcast domain. You know what is broadcast domain? Same subnet, same broadcast domain, same LAN or single LAN, communication between the devices that are in single local area network. So in an office you will have many LANs. That is what we call it as VLANs. Between VLAN members, we cannot call it as switching, that is routing. Between VLAN members, we call it as routing. This is within the members of same VLAN. Within single VLAN, in another word, LAN. See, what is VLAN? Creating multiple switches. Creating multiple virtual switches inside a physical switch is what creating VLANs. When you create VLAN in a switch, you are creating a virtual switch inside that physical switch. That is VLAN, creating multiple virtual switches. When you take a switch, by default there will be only one VLAN. By default, switch will have only one VLAN. That's why single LAN it is. All the ports of that switch will be a member of that VLAN number 1. But when you create more VLANs and put interfaces to those newly created VLANs, then you create more switches. Each switch is a broadcast domain. By default, switch will have how many broadcast domain? Only one. One VLAN, one broadcast domain. What is broadcast domain? The ports that are under single group forms one broadcast domain. VLAN number 1. That is the default group. To this VLAN number 1 only all the ports if the switch has got 24 port, all 24 will be a member of this VLAN. That is why we call that switch as a single LAN, single broadcast domain. They are all in one group. But when you create VLANs, what you are going to do, you're going to take some interface and put it in here. Say, for example, F0/2, F0/3, F0/4. And what happens here, F0/2 is removed from this broadcast domain and it is placed here. So 1, 2, 5 goes like that. See? Here 2, 3, 4 is missing. Why? Because you have taken those three interfaces from this broadcast domain and you have put it in another broadcast domain. VLAN 10 is another broadcast domain. Likewise, you can create many broadcast domains. How many? In a normal enterprise switch, you can create up to 1005 VLANs. But in a big switch, you can go up to 4096 VLANs. There is no VLAN called 4097 on earth. Any big switch you buy, this is the maximum you will get. 4096. Do not forget what is the maximum size of a VLAN. Maybe your question in the interview. It is 4096. Why 4096? Because only 12-bit is dedicated for VLANs. Only 12-bit. 2 to the power of 24, sorry, 2 to the power of 12 is what? 2 to the power of 12 is what? Exactly. So you cannot have more than 4096 VLAN, whatever the size of your switch. This is the max. Yep. So what about the size of the VLANs in a normal medium size switch? It's 1005. Let me go. VLAN. You can see the default VLAN is 1 and all these interfaces are given to that VLAN. And now I'm going to show you how to create VLAN. Look at this. VLAN, put question mark. You see, this particular switch only supports up to 1005. But according to the standard, it will support 4094. Sorry, not 96, 94. Okay, 4094. 95 and 96 are reserved for some other purpose. Okay, 4094. Don't forget. See, I'm going to create a VLAN called VLAN 10. I just created. If you want optionally, you can name it. Name it like what? Name it as journey. Some VLAN, some name. Now let's go verify it. You see, show VLAN brief. Show VLAN brief. You see a VLAN called 10 created and with a name journey. I'm going to create another VLAN, you see, VLAN 11. I did not give name. See what happens. It creates a name. Show VLAN brief. You see? But there is no interface. So there is no broadcast domain. There should be some member, no? So I'm going to do what? I'm going to take 14 to 18, give it to VLAN 10. 19 to 24, give it to VLAN 11. Let's do it in 50. Listen carefully. 14 to 18, how many interface? 5. So you don't need to go to every interface individually. You can go to all 5 interfaces in one go. How? Interface range command F0/14 hyphen 18. I'm right now inside this bunch of interface if range. Now I'm going to say switch port VLAN 10. Sorry, switch port access VLAN 10. I'm saying, hey buddies, you all belong to VLAN 10. Next. Hey, interface range F0/19 to 24, let's say. Switch port access VLAN 11. Now let's go verify. Show VLAN brief. You see. After 13, 14 has gone to another VLAN, another broadcast domain. And you see, 19 to 24 has gone to another broadcast domain. Did you understand how to create VLAN? How to allocate interface to the VLAN? What about the other person? Okay. Now, what is the advantage? Because they belong to different broadcast domain, if a computer connected to this port send a broadcast packet, let's say for example DHCP packet, it will not go to any other VLAN members. It will be local to this VLAN. That is why we call it as broadcast domain. They are localized. Got it? Did you get VLAN? It is localized. It's a security. See, without creating VLAN, we will have multiple departments in multiple subnets. But if someone changes the IP address, they will become a member of another VLAN, sorry, another department. To avoid that, we do separation in layer 2 level. Subnetting is layer 3 level separation. VLAN is layer 2 level separation. Is that clear? VLAN is layer 2 level separation. That separation, that grouping ensures security. Subnetting is layer 3 level separation. Do you understand this point? Okay, listen carefully. I'm going to give you a lab now. You have to do it in your home. Put one VLAN in F0/10. So put one computer in F0/10. Another computer in F0/16. Another computer in F0/24. And try pinging. They will not ping. Even though they belong to same subnet, they will not ping. Let me repeat. This is the exercise you need to do now. Take a switch, connect, F0/ member from different VLAN. Okay, let's say 10. F0/10, which is in VLAN 1, F0/18, which is in VLAN 10, and F0/22, which is in VLAN 11. This computer is 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3. First you ping before assigning VLAN, you ping, it will ping. But after putting them in different VLAN, you ping, it won't ping. Because they belong to different broadcast domain. Now, is this providing security? Yes. Even though they belong to same subnet, they cannot talk. Will you try this? Okay. Then we'll